Well, we now find out what we can do to help. What can we do to help?
Well, you can sign up as a volunteer with Red Cross. We have multiple ways that you can help. So you can go a job just like watching the front desk and helping answer phones.
So kind of an administrative thing is what you need assistance with?
Yes, I mean, we need just as much help with the bigger disaster areas as we do sometimes, stuffing envelopes and sending out thank you cards. So if you just want to do some of the simpler tasks like that, you can sign up, and then you can move on into other tasks with volunteers, such as being a part of the actual shelters that we open and being there helping people directly, or even being a part of the disaster response team that shows up, when these disasters happen.
And I'm guessing another way that you can help if you're not able to do that with your time is also give of your coin.
Absolutely. We do have some partners that Red Cross works with as far as bringing in things like household goods, clothing, diapers, things like that, and food. But where the Red Cross steps in is that we help fill in the gaps for things that aren't available, like people that have lost their prescriptions, things like that, as well as helping people get into new homes and get started on the right foot.
Now that's got to be really difficult, especially if you're someone who is a family. You got a couple of little rugrats running around, and then they've got their dog and their cat, and all of a sudden you have no home, you have no infrastructure. You may have insurance, but that takes a while for that to come through. How does it happen if you're a family and you suddenly have this need? What can you guys do to help bridge that gap?
Well, we start from the very beginning, so we're watching to see the things that might potentially be happening and being prepared for those and having our people ready when these things happen. And so when those shelters open, we're already starting to make preparations and people are starting to lose homes. We're ready for when that announcement goes out that yes, people have indeed lost their homes, and now we're ready to step up. And so we'll have people at the shelters, ready to offer comfort and offer really what's the next step. What do you do next when people have so much on their minds? We're there to help them sort it out. Yeah,
it's got to be just devastating, because I can just imagine it's not just you, it's your entire neighborhood. And in Alaska, we're such close neighbors. Yes. You lose something, your neighbor lose something, yes. That sense of loss is communal in the community.
It is. There was one gentleman that called and he didn't lose his home, but the fire came within a quarter mile of his house. And the agony he really felt for the people around him, he just asked, what could he do? Anything I can do to help. He really felt for the neighbors around him who'd lost everything.
And it's also very Alaskan to roll up your sleeves, dig in, and help.
Yes.
But there's a lot of things that you don't think about that people need that you guys provide those services for.
That's absolutely right. And that's why for the Red Cross, the best thing for us, besides the volunteers, is financial donations that can help us with everything that is needed. So, it may be one of our partners isn't able to bring things that people need. We provide all of that financial assistance, and the best part is that all of the money does stay right here in Alaska, and 91 cents of every dollar does go towards exactly these people we want to help. Because we utilize volunteers, we're able to do that.
Oh, your overhead is so slim. I'm amazed that you guys with such a small staff are able to get so many people involved.
We are, and we couldn't really do it without them, and the people that came forward, it was really genuinely overwhelming. And we've started receiving some letters from the people who've been helped, and we've shared them on our Facebook page if you'd like to go see them. They're just what we do. It's just everything that we do wrapped up in that letter.
Well, getting back to how we can help again, for example, in financial ways, I know that a lot of businesses say, hey, I'll give you this at my cost. Or even a half of my cost.
Yes.
Still got a little bit of piece there to the pie that needs to be paid for.
Yeah.
Even though that company is being so amazingly generous.
It's true. One of the wonderful things that we had a fundraiser just a few days ago, and that's exactly what happened. We had the need to raise some financial dollars, and we had so many businesses come together, and everybody in their little piece together really helped us have a successful fundraiser. So a little bit of food donation here, a little bit of time here, and we were able to have a successful fundraiser. So we just can't appreciate our partners enough.
Now, if you want to have more assistance and have our own little fundraiser for you all, How do you go about that, and who do you contact?
You contact me, Julie Reich, and you can call the Red Cross office to do that. And again, we will we'll mobilize our volunteers and our partners, and we would be happy. You know, we really would appreciate that, because sometimes other people have a network that we just haven't quite reached yet, and so we really appreciate that partnership.
And what a great thing to do, get your girls together and decide, hey, we're going to have this little fun girls' night, and the money all goes to help you all.
Yes, you can do things like that, but we've also had little kids come in that have done chores around the neighborhood, or that have had lemonade stands, and those are some of the most precious dollars that we receive.
Great. Well, we got to take another break. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a minute.